Hey guys, it's Nancy Ann. I know, I said I was not going to film any videos until a little bit into June, but my May Fit Snack box came in and I thought those folks would like for me to do a review on this for them. So we're going to get into this. Well, I'm looking a little bit rougher than usual today. It's because I really wasn't planning on filming. My husband came downstairs and said, the Fit Snack box came in. And I said, oh, I'm going to record it because while I didn't plan on doing any recordings in the month of May, which means things wouldn't be coming out until a little bit later in June, these folks send this to me free for review. And so I felt like I needed to do it for them. I also thought maybe you guys would like to just hear a little something from me. If you want to know about the cruise that we took coming up and some news that's going on in my life and things like that, stick around till the end. But for right now, we're going to get right into the Fit Snack box. And I do want to thank the folks over at Fit Snack for sending this to me. I love this subscription. Well, now this is a monthly subscription. You'll get one every single month. It is $29.90 per box, but if you use my discount link down below, you will get 50% off your first box, or you will get a free box on their 3, 6, or 12-month subscription. So that's a really nice savings. What I like about this is they give you the opportunity to try a box at half off. So that would be $14.95. See if you like it. And then you can continue subscribing if you would like. This has healthy snacks that are chosen by a registered dietitian. It has nutritional tips and then fitness inspiration. There will be a little QR code that you can scan in here along with a monthly fitness challenge and 9 snacks. They try to find the healthiest type of snacks on the market, and sometimes this means that you get things you cannot find in the store. Okay, let's get right into our box here. I love the Fit Snack box. It's so much fun for me to open, and I like having healthy snacks to choose from. So this one is right up my alley. As I've said before, I used to be a personal trainer and I was a health coach also, so this kind of thing I just enjoy. So here is the Fit Snack Fitness Challenge, and this is always a 20-minute workout, usually with 4 rounds, and you do each exercise for 45 seconds with 15 seconds rest in between, if I remember correctly. And then I'm assuming you need a 1 to 2 minute rest in between each one of the rounds. The first round is a warm-up, and then at the end they do tell you to cool down and stretch. Inside there's going to be some information on each one of the products that are in here via usually a email address, a URL code, and most of the time they also have discount codes on these in here to use when you order as well. Now into our box. First up, we have plantain strips, naturally sweet. Now, of the 3 different boxes that I've had, I have noticed that they have had some sort of dried, sort of starchy thing. So whether it's plantain or a banana chip or something like this, and they've been really, really good. I absolutely love them. This one is made by Artesian Tropic. The ingredients are real simple. They are plantain, sustainable, non-hydrogenated palm oil, and the whole package is only 170 calories. Next up, we have the Be Fruitful All Natural Freeze-Dried Mangoes. So I've also noticed in the boxes I've had so far, this is 100% no sugar added, that there is always some kind of a dried fruit. These have been delicious so far, every single one. There's been apples, strawberries, peaches, really, really delicious. This is only 60 calories for the whole thing, and the ingredients are, let me find them. They're made in an allergen-free facility, and their only ingredient in there is mangoes. Now you can't beat that. And everything also in here tends to be very clean. Now we've had this before. My husband loves this. This is the Bakery on Main Baker Shop Bliss Monster Cookie Decadent Granola with dark chocolate, nuts and sprinkles, and 15 grams of whole grains per serving. It does have a longer list of ingredients because it is granola and it has a lot of things in it. Everything I can pronounce looks very clean. 140 calories for this little package, and I know he will be glad to get this. However, my daughter, Lane, who is our youngest daughter and has our granddaughter and her husband staying with us while they're waiting to purchase a new house, and I will probably talk about that at the end of this video too. She might give her dad a little run for her money on this because She's gonna like that also. And then next up, also by Bakery on Main, is the White Chip Raspberry Swirl Decadent Granola. I've had this as well. 120 calories, 130 in this one. Let me get that closer to you. And this was equally delicious. I think Bakery on Main probably just makes really good stuff. So next up, we've got a package of the Superfood Unsweetened Instant Granola. This is fantastic. My son, BJ, the one who I told you has Down syndrome, he's home for the weekend right now too. He lives in a group home and he loves to have oatmeal. At least one morning when he's with us, he'll say he wants oatmeal. This is a really good one. I can feel good about giving him instead of, you know, some of the packaged ones that are flavored. This is unsweetened, it's still instant, and then we can add our own things like raisins or a little bit of chocolate chips, some natural peanut butter, that kind of thing. Make him, or even some protein powder, make him a nice wholesome breakfast. 200 calories in this one. This has been a great product we've tried too. And then there is a strawberry shortcake instant oatmeal, also by Bakery on Main. So you can tell they use them a lot. I've not tried the Bakery on Main flavored oats, only the plain, but I think this one's going to be pretty good too. We have Fire Creek Snacks. This is for me. Hickory smoked sweet heat barbecue seasoned beef and pork stick. I love pork stick. This one has no nitrites or nitrates added. So much better for you. 7 grams of protein, gluten, soy-free, and no MSG. So here's what that one looks like. That one's for Mama. This is going to be delicious, I'm sure. And now we have Wow Baking Company peanut butter gluten-free cookie, soft baked. Calories, I'm just curious. This is 130. Not too bad for a soft baked cookie. Sam has tried a cookie. I don't remember if it's by this company, but it was in the Fit Snack box and he said it was delicious. And from the same company, we have soft baked lemon bars gluten-free cookie. I'm trying to eat not sugary things, but I may have to try this one. And then lastly, nope, there's one more thing after this. Simply Salted Popcorn. I'm a popcorn freak. I absolutely love popcorn. And when I go to the movies, I crave it so much because you know how you smell it coming in? Oh my gosh, that is so hard to resist. This is by Popped Simply with non-GMO corn for a gluten and preservative-free snack. It only has popcorn, coconut oil, and pink Himalayan salt. That is very simple packaging because it's a very simple product. And I'm absolutely sure that this is going to be delicious. And then the last one is Cherry Pistachio Granola Bites by Because, and it says life happens and you just want, and then it has cherry pistachio granola bites to keep you going. Has oats blended with seeds, pistachios, and dried cherries. This one's 110. Of course, I can feel there are little pieces in here. I am allergic to tree nuts, so this one will go to somebody else in this house. Says nutty flavor, just enough sweetness, wholesome ingredients, and satisfying crunch. So we'll see who wants this one. But that's what it looks like. Trying to get close enough to my camera there. So there we go. That's my Fit Snack box. Let's run over what we got for $29.90, but $14.95 if you use my code and get your first box for 50% off. And by that way, that doesn't benefit me. That only helps you. This is so worth $14.95 to give it a try. And if you ask me, this is worth $29.90 a month to get some nice healthy snacks so that every few days you can go in and grab one and have something that feels like a treat, but is much better for your body than most other things you can buy in the snack category in the store. So we have the cherry pistachio granola bites. I was trying to combine words. We have the Simply Salted popcorn. We have 2 cookies by Wow, peanut butter and lemon burst. We have the meat stick, the pork stick, sweet barbecue. We have strawberry shortcake and plain instant oatmeal. We have 2 things of granola, also by Bakery on Main, white chip raspberry swirl and monster cookie. These are delicious. We have dried mangoes, plantain strips, and we have our Fit Snack Fitness Challenge with a really good whole body, including cardio workout. So there's that. Okay, so if that's what you came for, you got it. Now I'm going to talk just a little bit about what's been going on with us. The cruise was really good. Not sure I'll ever get Sam on a Carnival cruise again. He had some beefs with it. I had a couple of beefs with it, but all over, I had a really good time. We went to St. Thomas, took a sky ride up to the top. I'm a little, well, I have been afraid of heights and decided I was not going to be afraid of heights. Went up there. We had such a nice afternoon up there. Then Sam went back to the ship and I did some shopping in port and picked up a few, just one or two little local things. Then the next day was San Juan, Puerto Rico. We went on an excursion there to see the forts. We call that the wait for the bus excursion. Had some beefs with that too. But Puerto Rico is absolutely beautiful. Next time I would do it differently, but still glad I went and saw it. We went and saw it. And then the next day was Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. Had not planned to get off the ship because I think we were the third or fourth ship into dock that day. And we knew it was going to be very crowded at the Carnival kind of resort they have there. But when we were pulling up in the morning, I saw the island and it's just gorgeous. And I said, I got to get off this boat. So he got off it with me and they were selling at the last minute excursions for $40 to do an hour of shopping in downtown Puerto Plata, I think is how it's said, and then go spend a couple of hours on a beach that is not the Carnival beach that I knew would be crowded. So I signed up for it and Sam didn't, and I shouldn't have because it was actually a little scary being by myself, even though there were 8 other Americans. And the guide was supposed to take us for the whole hour in Puerto Plata, the downtown place. And instead, he took us to what I believe was a friend's jewelry amber store. And it felt like a sell job. So I don't want to go into too much detail. That was a little bit disappointing. But when I came back, by then, most people were back on the boat, had some time still, did a little bit of shopping in the shops right there near the Carnival ships. I wouldn't mind doing that cruise again. I don't think Sam will, not with Carnival. Like I said, we had a couple little beefs with the ship. So my question for you, okay, I'll ask you the question in a minute, but I want to tell you, I was really relaxed and that was nice because in my regular everyday life, I am always going, and I'm sure so many of you know what I'm talking about. And I didn't have to do anything. All of the work was taken care of. Our cabin steward was fantastic. The food in some places was fantastic. But we knew where to get good food by the end of the cruise. The entertainment was really, really good. I was just able to truly relax, and that was something I really needed. And there's just something about waking up on a boat where you look out and you see the water and you can watch the sunrise. We went ahead and did a little bit of a splurge and got a balcony room, and that was a really great investment for us. We spent a lot of time on that balcony. We each were able to bring a bottle of wine on, and we did. And so we would pour a glass of wine a lot of evenings and just sit out there and watch the sun, and watch the water. It was very, very peaceful. So even though there were some things I would have changed or wish could have been different, overall, it was a really good experience and I was able to decompress, and I really, really needed that. So we pulled into the port of Charleston on the morning of the 21st, I believe it was a Sunday morning. And we had rented our same Airbnb in Charleston that we had on the way in. We drove there from Indiana. So we just went ahead and we spent the day then in Charleston, and that was fun. We saw the USS Hunley. It's a museum of basically a Civil War submarine, believe it or not. And that was interesting, the story of what happened to it, how it was finally found many, many years later, and all this good stuff. My husband wanted to see that. We drove downtown and saw some of the absolutely beautiful homes that are in Charleston. Just gorgeous, and a lot of them leading up to the waterfront. Then we went over to see, and Sam's going to be irritated because I keep forgetting the name, but it's an aircraft carrier that is a museum. So we went over there. It was quite the walk after you purchase the tickets out to the aircraft carrier. And if you're new here, we were both military. My husband's a retired fighter pilot, so aircraft carriers are very interesting to him because there were some ships out there, some planes, fighters on that ship. But you could tell it was going to be a long walk over there. And we were getting kind of tired. But as we're coming into the parking lot, I see a helicopter and the blades whirling. And people were getting in it, and I said to him, I've always wanted to ride a helicopter. I would love to ride a helicopter. And he joked and said, well, it's a good day for me to lose my wife. We went in there, and the price for the helicopter per person was only $8 more than it was to go and see the aircraft carrier. So he bought us 2 tickets. He sat in the back seat. He took video of the whole thing. He didn't get my face because he was behind me, but I was smiling so big. And you're looking at someone who has had a genuine fear of heights. But for just a minute as we went up, I was thinking about the distance between us and the ground. And then I thought, no, I am going to enjoy this. I may never get to do this again. It was 4 minutes. It was kind of an expensive 4 minutes, but Sam knows the cost of fuel for these things. He wasn't upset by it, so that gave me a gauge. But oh my goodness, that was so much fun. That was the most fun 4 minutes of my entire life. And I would love to do that again. I would love to learn to fly a helicopter, but I don't know where I would find one to fly regularly after that. But that was an absolute blast. It was the best time ever. So we got done with that, came back. Man, I would have liked to have flown around even longer, but for me, it was so worth it. And then we got in our car and we went back to our Airbnb, had a nice relaxing evening there after a good meal out. And then the next day we drove up to Greenville, South Carolina, where our youngest grandsons are. We got to visit with them a little bit, and then we came back on Wednesday, the day after that. So it was a good trip. We got to see a little bit of family. We got to spend some really good time together. We celebrated our 20th anniversary on the Carnival Sunshine. That was pretty awesome. So anyway, my question for you guys: would you like for us to make a video about our experience on the Sunshine? We could do one about our overall, what we did, general thoughts, but we would really need to get into some specifics about some other things. And I think if anybody ever stumbled upon the video who it's their very first cruise, we could help them, particularly if it's on the Sunshine. There were things that we watch videos and things where there were things that we just weren't told. And we probably would let you guys know about it on my channel, but post it on my husband's channel, because videos like that typically don't do very well over here. But that way my viewers who really want to see it then could just link it from, I would probably put up as a community post and link over. So let me know what you think about that. Another thing I want to tell you is next week, my sister's coming and I'm so excited. She lives in Phoenix, Arizona. My sister is a scream. She is so much fun. She's hysterical. Her name is Betsy. She's 8 years my junior, not that that matters. And she's a hoot. And I've asked her if she would do a video with me, an unboxing, and she said she would. And Sam and I have talked about it, and a lot of the boxes that I've been doing, the videos aren't doing very well. So we're thinking about really letting almost everything but fashion just go in upcoming videos. But would you guys like to meet my sister and see me do an unboxing video with her? I have a FabFitFun sitting right there. It's my summer. And I know everybody's already done videos about their summer FabFitFuns. I'm holding on to it because I think it would be a fun one to do with her. So for those of you who are watching this, have made it this far, thank you very much. But if you could comment down below on whether you'd be interested in seeing that or whether it's just a pass, it would be really more to meet her, because I think everybody knows about FabFitFun. Although I do think I got a pretty good box and I put some add-ons in there that I'd like to get my hands on, quite frankly. But let me know what you think about this. I'm going to have Sam put this video out just as soon as we get it edited. And the last thing I wanted to do is just tell you guys a little bit about my life and how it's sort of steamrolling me right now, but in a very good way. So like I said, our daughter and her tiny little family, we got a little 6-month-old granddaughter, and then our wonderful son-in-law are staying with us while they are waiting to purchase a house. And I have been really happy with them here. They came in 2 days before we left for the cruise. We didn't get to see much of them. I think it was good for them that we left for 12 days, I think it was, because I think it gave them a chance to kind of decompress. She had just separated from the Marine Corps. They had this epic road trip they made clear across the United States, stopping to see family. They were tired. They were stressed about getting a house. He was starting the old job he used to have at Crane Naval Station, but he has a little anxiety about that. He wants to be a good provider. He's just a great guy. And there are a lot of adjustments for them, and they're doing all this with a new baby. So I think that time here in our house where it was just them and they could just kind of gel and settle down with all of their, with a fully furnished house, because all their stuff was packed up by the Marine Corps and moved is waiting for them somewhere. So they've been staying with us. It's been really busy since we got back from the cruise a few days ago. I'm watching the baby while they're doing house things. They found while we were gone a beautiful 1900 Victorian. A lot of the character has been kind of removed from the outside of the home, but the inside has so many original details. I mean, we're talking the wood banisters, the stained glass windows, the hardwood floors. The pictures I've seen, it's stunning. I can't wait to see it in person. I'm watching the baby, like when they did the inspection, then when they did the talk to the realtor this morning, I watched her, you know, so that they could speak with her. So I'm way more busy than I've been before, and I was already busy. And so I'm, again, like I'd said in one video before, I'm not sure what this is going to look like for the channel moving forward. But I am going to put videos out as often as I can. I'm thinking it's going to be down to weekly or maybe 3 or so times a month. And if that disappoints you, I'm very sorry. We're going to try and bring it to mostly clothes. I will be doing Fit Snack because they are sending me these boxes for review. And I genuinely do love this particular subscription. I think it's worth it. You get some unique snacks and it's really terrific for sharing. And I think the price is very fair at $29.90. So I'll keep that one up. I do have an annual subscription to FabFitFun, but I think the last one I'm going to do is this next one if I do it with my sister. If I don't, I'm not sure I'm going to record it at all because, again, those kind of videos just don't tend to do that well. But tell me what you think about that. So I just wanted to kind of make you guys aware of that. What's going on in our lives? I am so slammed. It's not that I don't want to do the channel, but sometimes you only have so many hours in a day. And I don't want to neglect my family. I don't want to neglect BJ. You know, we get him, that's our son with Down syndrome, once a week for dinner and every other weekend pretty much. Want to still be able to have time to do fun things with him. I want to be able to have quality time with my husband. That's been hard lately. And I want to spend time with this precious little sweet granddaughter. Incidentally, no pictures and no video of the granddaughter will go up anywhere because my son-in-law and daughter don't want her to have an online presence. And honestly, I'm way behind them on that, but I will tell you this, she is absolutely darling. She's got really fat little cheeks, dark hair, bright blue eyes. She's a chubby baby and happy, always talking and smiling. And if you're talking, she's making noises too. And she really doesn't cry unless she has a reason to. So happy baby. And it's just a joy and a privilege to be able to spend this time with them while they are waiting for their new home to be ready. Oh, I'm also going to have a giveaway coming up sometime in the near future. We hit 1,500 while I was on my cruise. Thank you very much. That was exciting. I got off the cruise and realized we'd made it, and we've stayed there. Sometimes you hit these big numbers and then you slide back a little, and we've stayed steady. So thank you very much to my new subscribers. I have a little box of things over there I'm going to be giving away. Actually, I have a couple of boxes. One is of clothing in my size. I'll be doing a giveaway of that. And then one is a giveaway of different fun things that have arrived in some of my boxes. So be looking for that in the future as well, as soon as I have time. But that's just a thank you to you guys for reaching 1,500. And let's see, what else? Like the video if you like it. And with that, I will tell you goodbye. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye, and be blessed. By the way, if you were wondering if the thing off to the side was a pack and play for babies, it was a pack and play for babies. I set this up down here. This is one we have for grandkids, so that when I'm in my office doing things, I can hang out with my sweet little granddaughter, and it's been a real joy. So yes, that was a pack and play. You're not seeing things. It is a new thing in here. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye-bye and be blessed.